Kirby, 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 that's a name you should know. Kirby, 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 he's the star of the show. Alright, up that side, hello, I am Jordan and I am playing Kirby's Dream Land, which is Kirby's first official game from HAL Laboratory. And of course, since this is Kirby's first game, this is like the origin of Kirby. So we're gonna start the game off with stage 1, Green Greens. Now here's something interesting you should know about Kirby, or at least in this game alone. You remember how in Kirby today you can actually swallow enemies and get their abilities? Well, not in this case. In this game, if you swallow, you get nothing, but then again, these are Wild D's and they do nothing. But yeah, you have no copy ability. There's even no notification of a copy ability down here, so for those people worrying about that, that's how it is in the first game. All you do is eat. All you do is suck, swallow, and spit. And occasional fly and jump. And hurt. Did I mention this hurts? But anyways, this is your trusty Warp Star. This is the way Kirby travels. Warp Star, the way of the future. First mini boss already? Jeez, that was quick. But anyways, about this playthrough, or at least this let's play, I'm doing the entire playthrough in one sitting, because that's the way it was meant to be played as. And I am probably not gonna stop, but this game is pretty short, gotta say. I'm actually gonna be doing two playthroughs: the regular playthrough and the hard mode, or like this game like to call it the extra game mode. The extra game mode is pretty much the more challenging of the two, and that's the one you're gonna enjoy forward to me doing the most, and that's the one I enjoy doing the most, also, which is the extra game mode. Anyways, it's nice of it to sign the notes that we have to go in. And of course, it's nice to know that I'm not speedrunning this game, because again, this game is pretty short, and it'll take you like roughly an hour or two just to complete the game normally, maybe 50 minutes. Which is why I'm doing a normal playthrough of it. Well, not a normal playthrough of it, but not a speedrun, and that's why I'm doing it in all one video. But for YouTube, I might split it in two if I feel like it. But other than that, we're already on our first boss. Hear that music? Here's something you can do, something funny you can do. I'm on the boss. And Kirby can dance. This is Whipsy Woods. You'll be seeing this boss quite a lot. All you gotta do is take the apples that falls and avoid the breaths. Yes. That's all I can say. And look, his nose hurts. And I accidentally swallowed the apple. Oh well. This boss is gone already anyways. And see what happens when we get the star? Epicness happens. And that only lasted 3 minutes. Stage 2, Castle Lololo. Now there's something interesting about Lololo and Lololo. Two bosses on the stage. They actually have their own games, which is made by, again, HAL. And so they became enemies in this game, and look what I can do with this microphone. I'm just a terrible singer. Up there's some soda if you're low on health. But yeah. Something interesting here. Look, a bomb. Here's something you can do interesting with the bomb. By the way, these are like equivalent of power-ups. Anyways, when I mentioned something pink, this is the game I was actually talking about. I also plan to do Kirby's Adventure for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Or the NES for short. Yes, the NES. And look at the way Kirby swims. How cute. And look what Kirby goes to do if he actually is in puffball mode. Fly mode. That's cute. Kirby's so cute, but he can't attack on the water. You're totally defenseless on the water. So beware of that. And these things, they're called Goldos. They take 3 units of health away, so don't touch them. They do quite a lot of damage. And look, this is pretty much the only area of the game where you actually get this power up. This is a lollipop. It's the equivalent to the Superstar. Not Superstar, but the Starman from Mario. And the invincibility power from Sonic. The music is pretty nice, I gotta say. Especially for a Game Boy title. And this is Lololo, who is carrying boxes. And it's pathetically easy. All this dumb thing I should know, this game is pretty dang easy. Unless you're talking about the extra mode, then if this is the extra mode you're talking about, then this game is definitely pretty hard. Which is why they're mostly practicing the hard mode. So don't expect any failures, or too many failures when you actually see me playing the extra game mode. Look! It's one of my favorite items, the spicy curry. You might know it from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but this is where it first officially appeared from. It allows you to shoot fireballs after eating such spicy food. Yep. You can actually try getting to the boss with this power-up to make it look easy, but I'm not a speedrunner. But anyways, already I'm at the boss. See? This is Lololo. And then the 4 kids stuff, they're called La La La. I forgot what they're called. I'll just leave it like that. Wait, Fala. They replaced the L with the F. That's what I'm starting to remember. I don't know why they did that. Probably to avoid copyright infringement. But wait, this is Kirby we're talking about. And speaking of 4 kids, boy are they horrible. You might remember them from such horrible dubs such as One Piece. And of course them ruining other animes such as Sonic X. And of course you might remember them from dubbing Sonic in English games until like, I don't know, late 2009. With the horrible Jason Griff voice and the amazing Dr. Eggman voice. Yes, it is amazing, by the way. I can't argue with that. Stage 2 complete. Stage 3, Float Islands. Now these sequences are pretty cute, I gotta say. They're pretty dang cute. And look, it's our typical tropical islands level. How nice, look, there's a bomb. Ugh. It's time for Kirby to go for a swim. What do you say, Kirby? Okay, fine. If you don't want to take a swim, that's a waddle do right there. Yep, a waddle do. Thing is, I remember being a waddle do. Oh yeah, it is a waddle do. Waddle dees are the one with 2 eyes, and the waddle doos are with only 1 eye and have the ability to do beams. Speaking of beams, you can't swallow the beams. But look, it's our favorite item, the microphone. I need to keep a close eye on this. Sweet. There's a couple of secrets in this stage, actually. Well, actually, the second stage was the first one with the secret. Well, not much of a secret, but more so the fact that there are extra doors to go to. But anyways, there's a secret in this stage. See these blocks? You're gonna have to swallow it to actually get into this little hole right here. And what's in this hole? I'm gonna spoil it right out, an extra life. Not much you can do with it. Other than use it. See? Now, here's a story I need to talk about for this game. As a kid, I played the heck out of this game. And it was actually during my middle school years, as funny as that sounds. I never even heard of Kirby until Kirby 64, which is where I actually first heard of Kirby. Truth be told. And of course, Kirby 64 is an amazing game. I like the idea of it. Not the idea, but when I first heard of Kirby, I loved it. And of course, I love the idea of combining powers in Kirby 64. Especially for those who haven't played Kirby 64. I'm spoiled it, or I already spoiled the story. Look, Spicy Curry. But anyways, upcoming you wanna know if you actually... Well, yeah, Spicy Curry, yeah. Kirby 64, amazing game. It's on the virtual console if you want it. Also on X64. Aw, Spicy Curry timeout. Please, I stand on water. And look, 6 lives. And I haven't even died once. And because of that, I plan to die at least once during this normal playthrough. Speaking of that, I might die. That's totally a whale. Anyways, I'm already I'm already near the boss. See his power up? Gives you infinite flight and gives you infinite. Well, it gives Kirby the ability to it gives him the ability to actually puff and use those puffs as ammo. Kirby's ultimate weapon, the weapon of sighing. Okay, I know it's not it, but imagine putting Kirby in a room full of toxic. He'll survive. Because he doesn't have a nose. Okay, stage 3 complete. Stage 4, bubbly clouds. Oh. Now, here's an interesting story which involves Kirby, and of course there's localization to America. Of course, in America, partly because of the fact that this was back in the days of the Game Boy, you know, no color and all that. The North Americans confused Kirby as being white instead of being pink, and as a lieutenant being Japanese. Because of that, Kirby was evidently white in the box art of the North American version. That's what I believe. And look, it's these things. You know what they do if I try to swallow them? Okay, I can't swallow them right now, but I'm glad I swallow them later. At least let me try to swallow them. Yep, that happens. And they still explode. Boy. This playthrough isn't finished. Well, this is the level before the final boss of the game. This is what I'm talking about by the game being so short. And of course me being careless. And this is Sir... I forget the name, but I know it's Sir something. Sir Kibble, there we go. I just remembered it right now. Look, it's Moons. It was probably one of my favorite enemies of the game. So cool looking, wearing sunglasses, not giving a crap. And more explosion damage. Thanks a lot, game. I already needed that. I already know I actually might die in this stage. And this game actually has a funny death sequence as well as a funny game over sequence. Of course you have infinite continues, of course. Of course the only thing you lose is that if you actually continues to lose some points, which if you try and set a high score, you probably won't be happy. And over here's one of the hidden secrets of the game. You probably won't know until you actually look up a guide or look up a video, but this is a secret. Now look what we have here. Up, Kirby. Don't fall on me. Soda. Ouch. A maximum tomato. Or in Epic's Yarn case, a Metamato. And I'm 1-up. And speaking of Epic Yarn, that game actually is another game of the series which involves Kirby not copying abilities, but using some sort of abilities using his Yarn ability. Yeah, Yarn ability. I'm leaving it at that. Even though he was coincidentally turned into Yarn. Just for eating a maximum tomato, of all things. Yeah, this is Krakow. And I didn't mean to do that. Oh wow. But anyways, the Krakow returns in later games as a boss. And of course, that's where you might remember him from. Yeah, there's a bunch of soda up there, but there's also a maximum tomato down there if you're actually playing this game, so that's a nice thing to know. I'd like to get rid of this, please. Thank you. Good boy. More Waddle Teas. But anyways, I'm near the end of the stage already. Well, not the near end, but more spicy curry time. Count how many powers we got throughout this entire stage. I think probably 3 so far. Actually, 3 3 also when you count the power-ups at the microphone, the bomb. And of course, actually, I think that's 4, including the lollipop, so I think Stage 2 has the most secrets, or more power-ups. And look, see the moon? See the moon? You should go to it. And here is a 50-meter fall. I would normally scream, but right now I just can't. Because my throat's just not up to the job right now, and yes, I am pretty sick. It's not that bad, though, just a regular cold. Nothing much, just throat problems, that's all. Look, this is Crackle and Vava. We got clouds. Now for this boss, I haven't actually been performing lately. I'm just mostly talking about the story of my life with this game and letting get to other Kirby games. Yeah, but this boss you just get the Waddle-Doos and shoot it back. That's it. And of course you gotta avoid these attacks. And of course this stage is the stage before the final stage of the game, which is stage 5. Castle Someone. I already know the stage, but for those who haven't even played the game, I don't know why you haven't played Kirby Dream Land. Go do it now, it's on Nintendo eShop. Yeah, it's pretty fun, even though it's easy. It's great for kids, I gotta admit to that. Here's a star. Get in a position. And stage 4 complete. Stage 5. Mountain DDD. Favorite track of the entire game. There's actually a story to this game. King DDD has stolen Kirby's food, and Kirby must get it back, because Kirby is hungry, and Kirby's hungry for vengeance. Okay, but in all seriousness, Kirby just is trying to get his people to get his food back that was stolen from DDD. Because, you know, DDD is a self-righteous bastard who I killed myself. All this talking about King D just made me kill myself, so let's try this again. But anyways, King D stole the food from Kirby and his friend, and Kirby must get the food back. That's pretty much it. Because like I said, DDD is a bastard who believes he's a king, but in actual reality, he probably isn't. But yeah, this is pretty much basically the equivalent of a boss rush mode. About the time limit. I have 8 lives, I just realized. Oh boy, let's take it down again for, I don't know, the 2nd time. Speaking of which, how did King DDD get all this... was able to actually get all these bosses around again? How would they able to be alive? Well, then again, they probably don't die, because it's a kid's game after all. Oh well, stage 2. And this is basically it. Well, not basically it, but yeah, I forgot to mention there are actually other Kirbys. A Kirby is actually a species, and as far as I know from the anime, Kirby is actually a baby Star Warrior, which is something from a spoiler from future Kirby games, I think. Well, I think the whole Star Wars thing isn't mentioned until the anime, which is Kirby's Right Back at Ya, as well as Hashino Kirby in Japanese. Speaking of the anime, there actually was a secret episode that was in CGI, fully CGI. That was actually available at the yeah, it's available at the Nintendo video for the 3DS. You can also look it up on YouTube or Wikipedia. I don't know the episode's name, but it involves Kirby fighting a shrimp that can breathe ice. Yeah, go figure. And one of the special abilities Kirby uses to defeat that monster, that shrimp. It's so weird, and it's so Japanese-inducing. Did I mention that short, or at least that secret episode was also voiced by 4Kids? Oh, 4Kids. You're great at Pokemon, or at least great at the Pokemon dub. But then you just decided to be so greedy and dub animes that they got so freaking censored so much. the good thing at DBZ Kai, those actually have 4 kids, CW 4 kids, but it wasn't actually exactly dubbed by 4 kids, it was still dubbed by Funimation. But at least Funimation released an uncut version of DBZ Kai. If you're actually looking forward to see Dragon Ball Z through this fullest. But yeah, last boss rush thing, all you gotta do is fall. And touch the floating Kirby. See that? Oh gee, thanks for letting me low on health. Now if I crackle with 3 units of health. That's a lot. I really needed it. Anyways, we're back here doing it again. I'm just dancing because I feel like it. See, I'm dancing because I'm bored. Because there's nothing better to do but defeat these monsters. Just to save my people for starvation. Because I gotta end world hunger. And Popstar, which is the name of the planet Kirby lives on. Or Dreamland, which is I don't know what, I completely forgot. And gee, low on health already. Oh boy. Oh no, all the doors are closed and I have nowhere else to go. What shall I ever do? Well, if that's the case, then all I gotta do is go up. That's nice, isn't it? Hold up. Let's see if I can just actually do it in 1 health. More likely not, because I'm not lucky with these kind of things. And this is a Keeny DD right here. He's the main villain. He's the main villain who kicked my ass. Okay, let's try this again. Anyway, this is the self-righteous Keeny DD. He's a bastard. Well, in the series he's a bastard, but at least he knows some form of good and evil. As will be mentioned in a later game. Because in this game, he's pretty much the main antagonist. In later games, he's just pretty much a anti-hero slash hard villain. Who wasn't even the full villain until later games, where he just pretty much only mentioned, well not mentioned, but only a boss until you actually fight the real main antagonist. But it's kind of like, which is what Eggman's like today. Except in Sonic Colors, but for those who actually played the Sonic Adventure series, you might know what I'm talking about. Yep. Perfect Chaos. The Wild Thing. And of course, Dark Gaia. Metal Sonic. Secret Attack. I already forgot what else. Oh yeah, Solar. That crappy Sonic 06 game. God forbid Sonic kissing a woman. A real life woman. Goodbye DDD, I'll see you never again. And that, my friends, is Kirby Dreamland. We shall now see the ending. So huge. So cute. Alright, so I like where this is going. I should mention something in the 4Kids version of the Kirby Right Back at Ya. King DDD was voiced to be stubborn like, well, Meta Knight was voiced to be a Zoro-like impersonation. Can you imagine those voices on the Super Smash Bros. Game, especially Brawl? That would be so horrible. Hey, if Jason Griff can end up being Sonic and Brawl, then so can King DDD's voice actor and Meta Knight's voice actor from 4Kids, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Thank goodness, Nintendo. Thank you for being dumb. I have to know that the 4Kids were pretty bad. And, well, they're not that bad at voice acting, but just when it comes to anime, they're pretty bad at censoring it, and they're pretty bad at dubbing it. But of course, what do you expect? The channel is meant to be made for kids, and kids alone. And of course, for those older fans, they're just not going to be happy with it. This is the end. Look at all these Kirbys. Kirby pulling something from his butt. Or from his back, a bye-bye sign, look at all the food. Wait, Kirby's, we are dining in Dreamland. And I was looking at EDD. And Kennedy ran away and cried like a baby until extra game. But anyways, this extra game was talking about, good job, press up A and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. Good luck. I don't know if you do this. But yeah, that's of course the title screen. But at this point in the game, or at least these kind of screens, what you can do is restart. So that was Kirby's Dream Land, a regular playthrough, or at least a regular Let's Play. Or at least the original game. The original quest. Yes, the first quest. Let's say to that. So that was the first quest in Kirby's Dream Land. I'll see you next time in the extra game, or the second quest. So I will see you guys then.